Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your November 2023 general monthly reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so, so much. Remember to give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Your playlist, as always, is up here and also at the end of the reading. And to book a personal reading, the links are in the description box down below. I am slowly coming back around to my Instagram, so if you're not following me over on Instagram, it is at Virgo Angel Tarot over on IG. I'm trying to bring more content to Instagram as well. And so let's see what you got going on here, my Pisces friends. Sending you guys so much love. I hope you all survived that crazy eclipse season. I am recording this around the time of the lunar eclipse. So hopefully by the time you watch this, you'll be feeling a bit more grounded and at ease, at peace with whatever changes have come your way. Now, I get the feeling that for some of you, you've had some significant heartache or heartbreak that has come across you within the last, I would say, within the last few months, okay? And it just feels like it was a gradual chain of events that have caused all these changes for you. The death card here is the card of Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season at the time of recording this. November is Scorpio Sag season. You also have the Hierophant here. You know, for some of you, this could signify an end of a marriage, a relationship, a very serious, committed relationship. Honestly, it feels, it's going to be very specific because I'm getting this very, very specific message here. There was this feeling of longing to make a final commitment. For some of you, if you had a rough patch in your marriage, it was like, let's renew our vows. Let's, recommit ourselves to each other. I need to know that we're going to be okay. I need to know that you're all in the way I am, or vice versa, right? You may have been approached with that. But there was still something not right. It's almost as though it was all for show. It was almost as though telling you what you wanted to hear, or you kind of going with the motions. Remember, this is a general reading, so apply it to your situation as it resonates. And if it doesn't, let's see what else comes your way, right? But the Three of Swords with the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant card, this is, very deep sadness. Some of you may have lost someone, as in someone may have recently passed, someone that was close to you, maybe someone that you looked up to, a mentor. If you are in the religious or spiritual sector, like you have a specific religious or spiritual entity that you follow, right? Maybe entity is not the right word, but a specific religion or spiritual practices. There could have been some revelations on maybe people not being exactly what they say they are, right? So hypocritical energy is what I'm hearing. So they may be telling you to do or say or live by a specific way of life, a lifestyle, and yet they're doing otherwise. I feel like for some of you, you've gotten epiphanies, clarity, you found out the truth about someone. And there was some energy here about the threat of exposure is what I'm hearing. So some of you may be thinking about exposing someone. I mean, no joke, that's what's coming through here. I feel like, they have like a very deep following, and it feels as though I feel like you're going to look like the crazy one or the bad guy here if you expose them for who they are, if you expose the real them. And so there is this fine line. I know the Two of Pentacles isn't here. However, I do feel like there is this fine line of, how do I get others to see? Well, you don't. You basically make changes with how you live, how you do things, where you go from here. when people start to see that you are changing and you're no longer conforming to whatever you've been asked to conform to, and then they start to notice, they start to see, they start to wonder, why are they not coming to meetings anymore? Why are they not showing up? Why are they not around anymore? Has anybody talked to Pisces? What are they up to? What's going on in their life? You know, you confide in one person and then, you know, maybe they resist what you have to say. However, you live by your truth. You live to honor yourself. And whether or not people want to see what the truth is, in terms of what you define as your truth, then that is definitely what is on them. Let's see what this card says as I said that. So 2 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so you're basically at a crossroads, right? If this is an employer, you're just like, wow, maybe some of you were working for a nonprofit and you're just like, this is all BS, I gotta go. Perhaps you're working in politics for some of you, and you discover that this person isn't exactly what they say they are, what they say they stand for. For some of you, it can also be someone that you're very supportive of, right? Like they stand for a specific cause, or, you know, their whole business model or motto, whatever, they're putting out there to gain trust of, you know, of their audience, of their followers, of their customers. And it turns out that it's not true. And so you're at the risk of your own reputation and what people think of you or know of you. You putting yourself out there by exposing them is something that you've been thinking about and wondering whether or not you should too. However, you are at a crossroads here. If you are thinking of walking away from this employer or doing something like that, whoever this may be, right? Someone that you look up to, maybe again, this could be religion, this could be business partnership, whatever. You do have a clear choice to make here. And it really is more so about pouring into yourself and not being dependent on who's pouring into you, sacrificing your own morals. I know this is like, I've never really had a message like this in any of my readings. So clearly it is very specific for someone here. But honoring yourself, your morals, your ethics, what you believe in, you know, your own personal beliefs. You can never go wrong with honoring yourself, with respecting yourself, with having your own sense of self-worth and integrity, and loving yourself enough to do even what others people don't believe to be the right thing, right? I mean, the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Swords right underneath it with the Hermit. Clearly there is some sort of sadness, disappointment, heartache. Someone may have said or done something. Somebody may have hurt you that really caused you to just feel like my world is over. It's the end. And now you're garnering the strength to say, you know what? I know my truth. I know what I know. I know what I've seen. I know what I've experienced. And people aren't ready to hear that. That's okay. But I've got to honor myself. Okay? I just heard for some of you that could be a specific abuser. So this could have been someone from the past or a present relationship that may have been abusive towards you, and yet they're looked up to the nth degree, like you are crazy. Why are you such a hateful person? Like you're, unfortunately, you may end up suffering further abuse from it. So, which is why with the Hermit card here, I do feel like staying within your own parameters in your own world and doing the soul searching, the healing, the inner healing, finding what ways to save yourself from any more scrutiny, because it's not even like it's your fault, like you asked for it. It just feels like the abuse can then turn into a much bigger thing from other people, other audiences, other avenues. I'm really sorry if you're going through that, Pisces. This is terrible. But the 3 of Swords with the 10 of Swords, I hate that. Like, okay, sorry, I'm not going to say the H word, but like, I dislike that very much. 3 of Swords, you know, sadness, deception, disillusionment, you know, definitely going through a little bit of a depression mode here. If it's not something like super serious, but it is something that bums you out, that's, you know, highly disappointing for whatever situation you may be experiencing, but especially in your loving and caring relationships, whether this is romantic love or friendships or family or somebody that you look up to. You may be going towards like spiritual counseling, spiritual healing. You may be doing some energetic work. You may be, you know, getting closer to a specific religion or spiritual sector. This could also be a mentor that you're looking up to. For some of you, it's the fact that maybe it's a broken engagement and, it just feels like it's the end of your world. How do you get back up? How do you get your money back from all those deposits and things of that nature? I mean, it just feels like your reading is kind of all over the place here, Pisces. With the Ten of Swords, clearly something has come to an end, but I feel like you do get back up in a much better way. Yep. Knight of Cups. You do end up getting back up in a much better way. Definitely feel like actually, not gonna lie, sooner rather than later, people are going to be astonished at how quickly you got yourself off the ground. Okay. It starts with the job opportunity, an offer of stability, or realizing that you've got to love yourself enough to create the stability that you want and not expect someone else to create it for you. Knight of Cups, the Death card, death being the sign of Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season, but death is also rebirth. So knowing that you had to go through this harsh and difficult ending, and oh my God, Pisces, I swear for as long as I have been doing these readings on Instagram and on YouTube, I feel like you guys have had like the toughest karmic events of your life, like seriously life purge. Like I even feel like if you look back at a few years ago, you're like, who even am I anymore, right? And just when you feel like you've unfolded and you've released and you've purged, like there's something else that the universe or your guides are saying, oh, by the way, don't forget this part or this person as well. It's like the never ending purging cycle for you. The Death card, again, it's the card of death and rebirth, and definitely not even caring anymore about who's going to get hurt at the end, because at the end of the day, I feel like there is this very like harsh guardedness about you. Like, oh, I hurt your feelings. My bad. Do you know how many times my feelings have been hurt? I don't give an F, right? Like there's a little bit of that harshness and really, I mean, I get it. It's like a protective energy. However, that's going to bring about more of that energy. Just an FYI. Soften your stance. I'm not saying back down. Let's get that clear. I'm not saying back down. Definitely stand up for yourself. However, be clear about what you need to say and how your pushback play is, because you don't want to then incur any more karmic energy with how you treat others just because you've been treated a specific way by other people. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. The Hermit card and the Hierophant are your major arcanas here so far. The Hermit is, the Hermit here is the older, more wiser person, right? The Hierophant is clearly very, very spiritually guided, very in tuned, spirit guides, guardian angels. This is someone who you could look up to, who really opens up other doorways, other avenues, other possibilities for you on where to go, what to do, what's next for you, what to expect, what to anticipate. This is like therapist, counselor energy as well. And then going into hermit mode, is like really taking that information that you've received from others, that you've learned, but also what you have innately within you. Tapping to your own inner wisdom, and how you want to move forward. 10 of Pentacles with the 10 of Wands. So some of you coming out of a relationship or a marriage, you're very much worried about how you're going to make ends meet on your own. Maybe you've always been used to two-income household. Maybe you've been the one that makes, brings in the fun money and not the household money, right? And so, or vice versa. You may be the one that had to carry everyone's expenses, and now it's like, well, how do I do that and take care of my own in separate households, or things of that nature. So I do feel like the money situation here is definitely feel like you're carrying a big burden. I feel like you're really stressing yourself out more without even having like the clarity, like up front. I feel like you're already creating obstacles for yourself here. No offense, Pisces, but it feels as though, okay, just sit down with your finances, as scary as it might be, and what's expected of you and how you make it work. You got to come up with a game plan. Nothing has to be super stressed out. And I get it. Some of you may be dealing with someone who totally stresses you the F out, and you're like, oh, I don't even want to have that conversation with them because I already know we're going to be fighting. Well, Page of Swords. Sometimes you got to cut your losses. Sometimes you also have to be very, at that point of standing your ground, not being afraid to fight fire with fire. And, draw that line in the sand, letting them know, listen, you want to keep at it? Let's go the legal route. Do you really want to know? You really want to know? You really want to go that way? We can take this to court. We could figure it out from here. Then you'll be obligated, or you'll be seeing that maybe I'm much more generous than what you expected, right? So I feel like there's a lot of like that energy that's weighing on you, that's really stressing you out when it comes to finances and, financial stability in the household, especially if you have children here. So let's see what your energy oracle is for the month. Clearly, someone is walking away here, right? Or you may have already walked away. And 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Didn't I say it from the beginning? Oh, this one also fell out. Look at that, Temple Path. Temple Path with the Hierophant. Definitely feel like you've got spirit guides, guardian angels around you. This is who you would look up to, religious, spiritual, whatever your beliefs are. I mean, this can apply to anyone regardless of spiritual beliefs or absence of, right? I will leave that there and I will read it right now. Now, you've got, not going to lie. Okay, look, walking away. You have the 3 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. This may have been someone you loved, that you had a loving connection with, marriage, relationship. This could have been a marriage that you had to walk away from, a partnership, broken engagements. But this could have also been walking away from a specific church, a specific religious or spiritual entity that you followed, that you supported, not just by being there with your presence and showing them love and support, but also perhaps financially, volunteer work. And it was like, when you really truly believe in someone or something or a specific cause, and then you see it for something completely different, you feel like someone's pulled the wool over your eyes, you feel like taken advantage of, and you're dumbfounded, but like this can't be real, but you know that it is because you already witnessed it. And what is your best solution here is to walk away. You've seen what you had to see. You've uncovered what you need to uncover. The truth is out there. You've walked away. The eclipse energy that we've come out of clearly has uncovered a lot of things for you on your journey. A lot of deception or deceitful energies as well. I'm not even going to say you're no longer entertaining it. I mean, you were never about entertaining it. However, that didn't stop people from doing what they shouldn't be doing. And so you may have unknowingly been supporting people that perhaps were stealing, that perhaps were committing immoral acts, is how I heard it. Okay, so Spirit said committing immoral acts. That's definitely very much against what you believe in, who you believe in. So I also feel that some of you that were really in a relationship or really admiring someone, you discover something about them where you feel like, oh, that's a deal breaker. Again, immoral acts. Spirit keeps saying that may mean something to someone in particular here. And so when I said the communication has to happen, you've got to draw the line. Look at that. Archangel Gabriel, 5th chakra, throat chakra, is saying, count on me. Call on me when you're having difficulty speaking up, standing up for yourself, for you to definitely speak clearly and get your point across, and being able to speak to someone in a way where they're not going to speak over you, where they're not going to overpower you with their communication, right? And you have the card of Temple Path. This one did come out afterwards, after the fact. And so again, there is something here being focused about, could be spiritual practices or a specific group setting that you support, visit, are engaged in. religion, spiritually. The temple path does show you that there is this light at the end of the tunnel where you are supported, where you are being guided to. Spirit guides, guardian angels are reminding you that they are around you, even if you've been indulging in a different light, right? So you could have had your own spiritual group, religion that you felt very comfortable, but then something just started feeling wrong, started feeling off, like something just didn't sit right with you. And then you realize, then, maybe this is a sign that I shouldn't be here. And I do feel like you are being asked to trust those signs that you are receiving at this time. So let's see what the angels have for you here with the healing with the angels as we close out this reading. I love it. Beautiful. Thank you. Spirit guides, guardian angels are literally saying, hello, Pisces. We are showing you the signs. This is exactly why I shuffle on camera. You guys have to see that things are not done on purpose. This is definitely being divinely guided. This is definitely being run by spirit. The signs are all around you. Your spirit guides, guardian angels want you to know. You've got to trust the signs that are being given to you at this time. And if you are wondering if there is someone or something that is a specific sign, well, that's your sign that yes, it is. A card of enchantment. Some of you may have been in some sort of enchanting spell, right? It feels as though, like I said, you bought the belief of something. You bought into it. You supported it. You're all in, and you may be discovering that maybe it's not exactly what you thought it was. I feel like if you are looking, for something that feels much more enchanting and happy and joyful, and it's like you're looking for your place in life, but in a way where you are coming out of a situation where you're really all in for something that you truly believe in, but not if it's being deceptive towards you. And in turn, are you deceiving yourself in the process, right? Okay. And Capricorn just got this. So if you have Capricorn in your chart, go check out that reading. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, interested in a Capricorn, maybe go check out their reading as well. But you have the card of miracles here. They also got this in this position as well. And this is a reminder that if you are really, really waiting, hoping for a miracle of some sort, and it just feels dang near impossible, trust and believe that the universe is on your side. They can make miracles happen. I know we've been taught to believe that miracles are like this rare occasion. They never happen. It's purely impossible. But just for a moment, believe that the impossible surely is possible for you. Okay. Yes, you are that special. Yes, you are inclined to be in connection with your spirit guides, guardian angels. So know that there is a possibility for even the most impossible outcome or situation to come forth for you, that it will. You've got to trust and believe. So if you're expecting, if you're expecting or hoping for a clear miracle, especially if this is in regards to a financial situation or someone's health or relationship, clearly the spirit guides, guardian angels are giving you signs. Trust those signs and trust that they can bring about miracles your way. Pisces, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every one of you so much. Like I said earlier, if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm slowly but surely bringing content back to my Instagram. I know I've been gone for a long time, and it's kind of taken a different, a different path for me as my schedule has been freaking crazy. Okay, so sending you guys so much love. If you'd like to book a personal reading, check the link in the description box down below. Not sure if by the time you see this I will have available readings, but I will also be posting up on my Instagram when I do open up, and also if I'm going to be anywhere in person, if you're in the LA area, to do in-person readings. Okay, so sending you guys so much love. Take care. Bye.